So in today's video, I am going to be talking about life in Germany, how expensive it is. Mind you, the cost of living in Germany varies from cities. We are living in Hamburg, Munich, that is München, or Baden-Württemberg. The cost of living in those areas differs from the cost of other areas. So the number one thing I'm going to be talking about is transportation. How expensive or how cheap is the transportation? I am going to be using Stuttgart, where I live, as an example. How expensive is the transportation in Stuttgart? Well, like you all know, we always use train. We always use it here, and it's not cheap. Yes, I must confess, it's not cheap. Even bucks and taxis, they are not cheap. But one thing I like about this place is that they always have alternatives. For example, if you are walking on the way, you will see a place they parked bicycle and roller. So if you cannot afford the money to buy ticket for train, you can as well use this bicycle or roller to transport yourself wherever you are going, depending on the distance you are going. But talking about transportation here is not cheap, because you are buying the ticket according to your zone, according to your location. If you are traveling like about 5 zones, it's not gonna be cheap. So I would say that transportation in Stuttgart is not cheap. Yes, it is not cheap. So the next one is the cost of house rent. Yeah, this also differs. How many meters or how many rooms, apartments you wanna rent or you are living in. But trust me, house rent is not also cheap. Yes, it's not also cheap. You know, when I was coming here, I was thinking that the Berlin is the capital of Germany. I was thinking that the house rent there will be too expensive. But guess what? When I came, I discovered that the house rent in Stuttgart, where I live, is more expensive compared to that of Berlin. So I think in Berlin, house rent is more cheaper than Stuttgart, where I live. So house rent is not cheap. Yeah, it's not cheap, especially when you are paying for yourself. It's not cheap. And besides, to find a house here in Stuttgart is very, very difficult. I have seen or heard a lot of people saying that they're looking for a house. Even some say the ones they found is very expensive, they cannot afford it. That is just to tell you how expensive house rent is in Germany. But you can still afford it if you are working. If you are doing a very good work, you can afford it. People are living here, people have been renting apartments. But if you are not having a good work, you may find it difficult to pay for house rent. But to find the house itself is always difficult. Another one is cost of insurance or cost of health insurance. Yeah, this is the one I like most in Germany. You know, if you are working in Germany, you may not find it difficult to pay your health insurance. Yes, because as you are working, you are paying, they are taking it from your salary, and your company where you work also, pay for your health insurance. But if you are not working, or if you are taking care of your health insurance by yourself, this is where problem comes. It will be very expensive for you. It will be very, very expensive. Even sometimes when I go to the doctor and he prescribed drugs that I need to pay by myself, it is always expensive. To show you how expensive it is. Even when my mother was here, my mother came here last year. So she had insurance that was covering her, but you know, the insurance is just a temporary health insurance. Whenever I take her to the hospital or whenever she goes to the doctor, any drug they prescribe, we will pay half and the insurance will pay half, but the money is still expensive. But if you are living here and you are working, you are paying for your health insurance, I think it is okay, and it is something that you can afford. So I would say that health insurance here is very, very good. I like their health insurance system. It is very, very good. It covers everybody, both those that are working, those that are not working. If you are not working, the government pay for your health insurance. If you are working, you pay it, and your company or the organization that employed you also pay. So this is wonderful, and I find it interesting. So nobody will say that people I'm talking about here now is people who are living in Germany, not the tourists. If you're a tourist and you are coming, if you have had insurance, that will be covering you when you are here. But if you are just here to spend a short period of time and you don't have any insurance covering you, you are going to be spending a lot. It is very, very expensive. But if you are living here, working here, or even if you are not working, you are living here, the government will take care of your health insurance. So you don't need to worry. But if you are just a visitor and you don't have any insurance covering you, you may find it very difficult because it is going to be really expensive. It is gonna be really expensive. Next one I like, or I'll be speaking on, is cost of food and grocery shopping. I like this so much. Believe me, the cost of food items here is very, very good and cheap, that everyone can afford. For example, if you go for shopping here, you will see the prices of the items are being written there. So you select, or you take the one that fits your pockets. If you want to buy orange, you will see orange of €3. You will see orange of €1. You will see €1.50. So you buy according to your pocket. You can use a little amount of money to buy food that will sustain you, depending on how you manage your money. Food items, grocery shopping here is very, very cheap and affordable to everyone. If you save money, you can do it, you can save it. It is you that determines what you need. The essential thing you need, you can buy it and still save money. If you are extravagant person, you may not save. If you are the type of people that always prefer buying bio things, bio products, you know that they are not cheap, but they are healthy, yes. Then which means you are not going to be saving any money because those things are not cheap. So, so I have explained to you the cost of living in Germany, Stuttgart to be precise, where I live. So if you are talking about transportation, apartments, I will tell you that these ones are not cheap. I think this applies to every country, right? Apartment nowadays is not always easy to find. Even if you find it, it's not gonna be cheap, depending, like I said, depending on the type of apartment you are looking for. If you are looking for 3 rooms apartment, 4 rooms apartment, it will be more expensive, and the quadrat meter of this apartment determines the amount that you are going to pay. But if you are looking for 1-room apartment, self-con, all these ones will be cheaper, depending also on the quadrat meter. So you have heard and see how expensive or how cheap living in Germany is. Thank you for watching this video. Please, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, I beg you to do that so that you'll be getting more upload from me each time I upload a video. Life in Germany. Yes, as a Nigerian woman living in Germany, Deutschland, I also talk about the country. I talk about what is going on in the country. I also do vlogs. Yes, I do vlogs. Sometimes I take you around and show you how the environment looks like, what is happening in the environment. Thank you. I promise you that you are going to learn a lot from my channel when you stay tuned. Thank you.